Hello and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah, and I'm here with my co-host Exquisite. Hello.
Hello, Hannah.
Exquisite is laughing because I was trying to do the intro earlier, and she talked in it, and I yelled at her
I
and
didn't. I
you
didn't.
did.
I'm
I saw
innocent.
the
Oh
jiggly
my
lines
God.
on
It's a
the.
good thing. It's a good thing we like Exquisite canceled, apparently.
That is true though.
Listen.
We do like Exquisite canceled. We are onto a would you say this is like a reviled track on the album compared to others?
Um, I wouldn't even say it's reviled. A lot of people, like, there are more songs people hate more than canceled. This one, I would say, like, they don't think about it enough to hate it as much as they probably could.
Okay,
Because yeah,
this
there are
is
other songs that they're
yeah,
like,
that's
this
true. There are
got
other
more
songs with more
propaganda.
discourse, but I will
Yeah.
say this is one of the ones where people they kind of do the Taylor's talking about her being her fame again, and um about
And
the
all the terrible friends she won't stop being friends
yeah,
with.
or like she's going back to the trials. What's that thing she says in look what you made me do music video? Looks like she's going to play the victim again. like,
Hmm.
but yeah, this is the 10th track on the life of a showgirl. It has an exclamation point. Very, I think the only other time she's done an exclamation point is in all caps is me. Correct?
Yep. And then all caps exclamation point is me, and then exclamation points in general. She did it with Florida.
She did.
Um, I gotta say the all caps exclamation point is, people are gonna actually. I think people hate me way more, which they should. Sorry Taylor, if you're listening, I didn't mean it like that. But again, I do think cancel doesn't get enough attention to be as hated as it could be. Like if canceled was on this album, maybe more towards the beginning, it'd probably get more
Discourse.
disrespect and discourse. Um, Also, I just want to put out there, I am a number one canceled lover. I love this song. I love this song in the same way I love London Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love this song in the same way I love I Forgot That You Existed. Um, which is like it's just so it's we're having a blast and you just have to let the blast happen to you. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like anyway, Hannah.
Yeah, I think I alluded to this at the end of last episode. I don't love this song, but as I was listening to it a little bit in prep for this episode, I have to be in a certain mindset in which I very much enjoy it. And that mindset is I have to try to separate Taylor Swift the person from Taylor Swift the persona slash the persona in this song. And the closer I get to
Yeah.
this being just a character in the Tay universe, because obviously it's in the songwriting her songwriting archive, as the more of a character or even caricature it is, the more I like it. The closer I bring it to Taylor herself, I'm like, was this really the best choice slash diction slash time, whatever. You can get into all the nitty gritty that there has been discourse about, but the more I'm like, oh, this is just her playing a diva in a movie based
It's
very
Disney
loosely on
descendants.
the life of a showgirl, not necessarily even Taylor Swift. It works for me.
It's Disney descendants. Literally, when you enter the song, everyone hold hands, hold your headphones hand like you're holding our hands. When you enter this song, you are stepping in, you're going into the theater and watching the actor step into a role. Like you're watching a magician. Like this is a musical number. This is like it is entirely theater. It's theater. And that's why I find it so fun. It's so like over the top and so like the highest peak of a certain emotion, that it is like, oh, okay, this is how you have to approach this song. Because if you approach it like thinking too much lore wise, then you like too much Taylor Swift the person, like Hannah was saying, you might be like, oh my god, whatever. And then like some of the detractors of this song are like, Taylor is so full of her own mythology.
You mean she's tone deaf and hot? Let's fucking off her.
Yes, but we're gonna get to that because that's low key one of my favorite lines. Um, but no, like a lot of people are like, she's so full of herself that she can't see that this is like a bad time to put this song out. And I'm like, but she like, okay, guys, it's Showgirl. Like everybody was like, where is the drama? There's not enough showgirlism. And then she gives you a showgirly showgirl song, and everybody is like, how dare she put on an
Yeah.
anyway.
I will.
Um,
So in the Amazon track by track, because this is what I could find, this Taylor said the song "Cancelled" is sort of about having had my own experiences with mass judgment, and being at the center of many dramatic kind of scandalous moments in my career where people were all weighing in at once, or at least it felt like that. Having had those experiences, it makes me move through the world a little bit differently. And when other people go through it, you kind of find yourself thinking about how they're probably going to get smarter because of this. If they can get through it, if they can be tough enough, they can actually learn some things through this process. And how I don't naturally just cast people aside just because other people decide they don't like them. I make my own decisions about people based on how they treat me within my life and their actions. And so this is a song about all those themes. Here is Canceled. And so
yeah,
even Taylor herself, she calls these themes. She doesn't say this is based on my life. She's just plucking at themes that she's personally gone through, but creating a whole new world.
yeah. And I think like going off just what she said, I feel like a lot of people, like when she did her Times Person of the Year interview, everybody was like, how come the interviewer didn't press more on when Taylor said I was canceled within an inch of my life? Um, and then the interviewer was like, the interviewer like in the profile wrote like, I wanted to say like, but Reputation sold this much, blah blah blah. And but I did it because who am I to talk against her lived experience? And a lot of people were like, why didn't the interview press more? And like as a derogatory, but I'm also kind of like, the interviewer could have pressed more so Taylor could express more about that, because I think what a lot of people don't realize is just how bad 2016 was, and just how when she said within an inch of her life, she like meant that shit. Like it was really bad.
Mm.
um Not even just from a career over standpoint. So you can understand how that might affect someone who sees other people in her life who are like, they make a mistake or they stumble and it's completely blown up, especially with the women she's around, or even like other people in her industry, if we're talking about like the women who can make any types of missteps. And you can imagine how like that becomes for someone. Like, you cannot, the moon should never howl back. She's like, the wolves can howl at the moon, you don't howl back. And she said in the film, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, I'm the person people call when they get, canceled. And also it kind of like reminds me of a little bit of Robert Downey Jr., because Robert Downey Jr., if you guys don't know, he had a whole thing where he was struggling really bad with, like, he was in and out of jail, he was having drug issues and alcohol issues, and he could not like get work until he did get work. And then like basically he got Iron Man, and that just like, he was able to rehabilitate himself and turn his life around. And because of that, he sees other people who he thinks are kindred to him, and he's like, they can turn their life around too. And I see that in this song. But I also like this song, she's like turning it up to its maximum. And I like to say, like, obviously, and when we get into the lyrics of the song, like, you'll see, but she's not talking about people who are canceled for the right reasons, if you will. Like, I think cancel, just saying that, is kind of a glib approach to that.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking
Mm-hmm.
about people who, well, we'll just have to get into lyrics. Hannah, do you want to?
100%. You thought it would be okay at first. The situation could be saved, of course, But they'd already picked out your grave and hearse. Beware the wrath of masked crusaders. Did you girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun? Come with me, when they see us they'll run. Something wicked this way comes.
Look, she starts out with like she's talking to somebody, right? We know she's talking to somebody, and she's talking to somebody who is like they've done something, right? We don't know what it was, but they think, okay, situation can be saved if I just let it die down, let it cool off. And then she's like, well, it's too late. They've already hung you out to dry. Like they've decided it's your time to go. Um, so they've already picked out your grave and hearse. And I love the way she sings "Beware the Wrath of Mass Crusaders," um, because it's like, okay, Hannah, do you know what a crusader is?
Yeah, so a crusader is one of the soldiers who went to the Holy Land, back to that area in the Middle East, like Jerusalem, Palestine, and they wanted to reconquer it for the cause of Christ. And so they there were several crusades, and some of them were incredibly violent. I think all of them were incredibly
Yep.
violent.
Yep.
And so they would just pillage and pillage
Yep.
and pillage.
And they were doing it for the quote unquote will of God, like they had the moral authority to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have like literally beware the wrath of masked crusaders. It's like invokes that like people who they're about to take out on you what they feel like they have the moral authority to. And they're behind masks. They're not even willing like to show their faces as they're doing this.
Right, which is
Um
akin to people on the internet who are able to hide behind anonymous profile pictures, etc., etc.
mhm.
Uh,
Yeah. So
and they picked out your grave and hearse, so obviously death imagery, right? It's not
mhm.
just that you are hurt; it's they want to
Kill
remove
you.
you. Yeah, they want to kill you.
They're
A
gonna bury
hearse
you.
is the vehicle used to transport your coffin to the graveyard. So that's the
Mhm.
hearse. Um, and so you see all like it just this, and the situation kept getting worse and worse. Um, that's a very obvious sign that things are not going your way. You think it's going to be okay, but it's getting worse and worse. It's get the chanting is louder. The pitchforks and torches are getting closer. Um, and now you're like, okay, so why is this happening? So why is it happening, Exquisite?
You might have girl bossed too close to the sun, which okay, immediately it's like you hear that and you're like, "Oh my gosh, cringe," but that's the point, Like, yeah, like did you girl boss too close to the sun? So, Hannah, what's a girl boss?
A, a girl boss is a woman who is in control of her life. She is independent. She is there's no one telling her what to do. She's on top.
Yeah. And also you'll see that I think the peak of girl bossism was probably like 2018 when people were maybe even 2016 when they were like willing to it was like everybody wanted to be a girl boss and they were like willing to allow women this power, quote unquote, right? But to say did you girl boss too close to the sun, that's also like that's a phrase that's been going around online. I can't remember who said it, but it's been like weaponized against women who have hate trains run against them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you got a little too close. It's an Icarus reference. So Icarus, his father, Daedalus, they were trying to escape the labyrinth. His father built these elaborate wings, and he told them, "Hey, if you fly too close to the sun, the wax on your wings will melt and you will plummet into the sea. But if you go too low, the water from the sea will melt the wax and you will drown. Thus, you need to tread carefully." And Icarus flew too close to the sun, his wings melted, and he plummeted and died.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, girl, were you trying to be like too grown too bossy? Like,
And
were you
that's the
trying
thing
to
with
like?
Icarus. Like the reason why he flew too close to the sun, he was like, "Oh, I'm actually doing it. I'm flying. Like I'm good."
Yep.
Like
He got too excited.
yeah, and that's the whole that connects to the were you having far too much fun? Where it's like, oh, you
Hmm.
need to. It also reminds me of Nothing New, where
Hmm.
you're flying across the sky, then they shoot you down and said she looks like she's been through it. Like, oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. And I love then Taylor inserts herself into the song. She's like, "Come with me. When they see us, they'll run." So immediately when they come with me, she's like, "Okay, I've been through this. This is why I can give you this advice." So when they see us together, they're gonna run because something wicked this way comes, and that, my friend, is once again another Shakespeare reference
Mm-hmm.
on the life of a showgirl. It's a reference to Macbeth, and the witches. So in the very beginning of Macbeth, there are the three witches. This is where we get our boil, boil, toil, and trouble. This is where like um the whole trio of girls that are like mean girls, literally, that comes from Shakespeare. A lot of people don't realize this. That comes from Macbeth. And they say something wicked this way comes when literally Macbeth is on his way. It's
Right.
like a whole thing. So they sense Macbeth's arrival and they're like, "Oh, by the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes." So,
Yep. So we're the wicked witches, right?
yep.
We're the although I guess in Macbeth you wouldn't really call them
It,
wicked. You would just call them
yeah,
they're just witches. I mean, he didn't. The prophecy could have been fulfilled another way. That was
yeah,
Macbeth's hubris. And
yeah,
anyway, but I do think it's interesting. Like our powers combined means they'll run. When it's just you, they
yeah,
won't. But if
and,
I
yeah,
join you, they'll run.
yeah. But and it's also like the something wicked this way comes is being said by the witches, and Taylor, who is one of the witches, because you know they're burning all the witches, even if you aren't one, saying something wicked this way's come. She's like the mass crusaders are on their way, but if you're with me, they'll run basically.
Hmm.
Um, so they're the wicked things, but we're also the wicked things.
Yeah, the
Um,
wicked. It's like, are they the bad guys or are we the wicked ones? Like, that just made me think of
ooh,
like Madame Morrible, Wicked Witch.
witch, flip it over, flip it around, wicked witch.
Yeah, uh, but yeah, I think. Oh yeah, what's the wicked thing, right? Are we? I actually think. Well, not the I me, but like perhaps the person in the song is saying like, "Am I wicked or are they wicked?" But it's coming,
Exactly.
whatever it is.
Yep.
Do you want to do the chorus?
Of course. Of course I want to do the chorus. This is when I knew I liked this song. I do a little dance when I hear this chorus. um Good thing I like my friends canceled. I like them cloaked in Gucci and in scandal. I like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. At least you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. This is like
The wordplay is excellent. Is excellent. And again, the more you lean into this being theatrical and as fictional as possible, I think it works. Uh,
this song is going to work best in performance, like a lot of Reputation. Um, People are like, she was being very melodramatic with like, I did something bad, and then she got up on stage and performed, I did something bad with a big snake, and it's like, oh, she's a performer. This is like, listen. It's a good thing I like my friends canceled. Like the music swells, and you just have to imagine Taylor in her cloaks, just like going around destroying stuff, like throwing out spells.
I will say the wordplay in this is phenomenal. Good thing I like my friends canceled. And then the cook comes back with the cloaked. I like them cloaked in Gucci. And the good and Gucci together is
Mm-hmm,
mwah. And then again, canceled with scandal is the
mm-hmm,
interplay between just those two lines, perfect. I like my whiskey sour and the internal rhyme with poison thorny flowers. Beautiful.
mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and she basically positions herself as, if you'll forgive the Descendants reference again, she's the queen of mean, she's like, welcome to my underworld. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's dark, but look, like they paint us the bad guys. You know exactly who your friends are. And then they're the ones with matching scars, as in they're the ones who were also like crucified by the public.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, we're hot. Like we I like whiskey sours. Like, first of all, whiskey, this is her second time on this album mentioning like dark liquor. Um, but that's a grown drink, and like a lot of people can't handle it. She likes the flowers that hurt. It gets quite dark. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I will say, um, yeah, very reputation-y language, like you said about the cloaks and
Mhm.
stuff. And she's talked about whiskey on ice in Reputation. I once was poison ivy,
Mhm.
things like that. So yeah, very Reputation. I think the production also sounds like Reputation cleaned up version. I would say the production is phenomenal.
Mhm.
And I also love the matching scars reference because that actually goes to 1989 for me with our
Mhm.
different scarlet letters, right? Trust me, mine is better. So, and girl talks about scars all the time. So,
Yep.
you know, but yeah, there's this idea of like sharing trauma, sharing the pain. Well, let me go to verse two.
Yep.
I'm already talking. So,
You want to go in? Yeah.
it's easy to love you when you're popular. The optics click, everyone prospers. But one single drop, you're off the roster. Tone deaf and hot? Let's fucking off her. Did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Baby, that all ends tonight.
Look, let me tell you something. Tone deaf and hot, let's fucking offer is my favorite. Actually, not my favorite, but my second favorite line in the whole song, especially the way it's performed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, also, this song, it's when I say theater, it's giving Wicked. Like, literally, it's giving March of the Witch Hunters. Like, listen, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Popular, and she literally mentions Wicked. She wrote this for Elphaba. She wrote this for
Popular.
Elphaba and Glinda. Exactly. She wrote this for them. So literally, the lines are like, it's easy to love you when you're popular. Like, of course, you're at the top of the totem pole. And Taylor has mentioned, she's like, I've been brought up and down the totem pole so much.
Yep.
Like, I know what happens. And I think in the poem, she's like, it's a matter of time before they find a reason to hate you again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I love the line, the optics click, everyone prospers, because it reminds me of like a camera too. Like not
mm-hmm,
only does everything look good, but like the photographers love you, the paparazzi love you, like everything. The whole system actually wants to make you look good because then you'll sell magazines, right? But then
mm-hmm.
you do one mistake and they'll flip it the other way. Then now you're gonna sell because they hate you, you know.
Exactly. Flip it around.
And
But,
she does add a little football reference here actually.
yep.
One single drop. So you like a wide receiver is trying to catch the winning touchdown and they drop it and now everyone's like get him off the team, trade
Yeah.
him.
It doesn't matter how good you've been if you've previously, like, because the public imagination and memory is so short.
So
It
short.
doesn't matter if yesterday you just won a championship for them, you make a drop and they lose the game, they want to ditch you.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday because as of today, we're only seeing that thing. It doesn't matter what you said in the past, even if you've like said something they want you to say. The second you a single misstep, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, look, you just said something tone deaf, even though we know the type of person you are. Like, we're going to take the worst reading imaginable just because we can instead of
Literally
giving
the
you the
release
benefit
of
of the
this
doubt.
album.
Yeah. We are going, we want you to continually say where you stand because we're going to forget in 30 seconds. So you have to remind us.
Yep.
Um, and now, because you just said something like that, tone deaf and hot, how dare you? We got to kill you because
Yeah, there's a lot of death here, right?
yeah.
Even the next section, right? Bringing a tiny violin to a knife fight, you're gonna die. Like
Yep. Yep. Look.
that's not gonna protect you at all. At least a big
Mhm.
violin, you could try to swing it a little bit, you
Yep.
know?
Yep. Yeah, but it's like tone deaf. in hot, this is in quotation marks. That's what
The
the
world is saying.
pitchfork. They've got their pitchforks and proof, their receipts and reasons. Listen, were you just too smug for your own good? People do not like women who understand who they are. They don't like that. They don't like
Mm-hmm.
that shit. You know you are talented. That pisses people off. Or did you make a joke only a man could? So again, you can see what Taylor is like doing here. She's like, "Hey, look, you can't. You're a woman. Like, sorry, this sucks to be you." The tiny violin thing, obviously, like literal, the visual, but like that comes from, the SpongeBob joke where they're like, "Oh, somebody play the tiny violin because it's just so sad," and you're trying to like gain empathy by being like, "Oh, I was young and I was stupid," and they're like, "Let's just play the tiny violin. We don't care." Um,
I'm pretty sure
um,
the tiny violin was maybe popularized there. It's probably in multiple anyways. But anyway,
yeah,
I digress.
but yeah, they're like, "We don't care." And then the baby that all ends tonight is because Taylor's like, "Hey, you don't have to like you do not have to capitulate to the general public because their memory is so short anyway. Like they don't they don't care about you. Just come over here. Come to me." Um, yeah.
Yep. So we get the chorus again.
Yep.
Then
And
you
there's
want to do
that
the
slight
bridge?
change, I think. There's a slight change in the chorus.
There is?
Yeah, because before, oh my gosh, excuse me. Before it's welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. Here it's welcome to my underworld, it'll break your heart.
That's right.
So the fact that you had to leave all this behind, it's gonna hurt, but just come on. And then we get into this bridge, and I think the bridge is like the key to understanding why the performer feels this way. They stood by me before my exoneration. They believed I was innocent. So I'm not here for judgment, no. But if you can't be good, then just be better at it. Everyone's got bodies in the attic or took some bodies, man. Will take you by the hand, and soon you'll learn the art of never getting caught.
Wow.
And the fact when she does this and she goes, soon you'll know the art of never getting caught. Like, look, you just have to have a ball. You just got a vibe, okay? You just got a vibe. But Hannah, what's an exoneration?
So an exoneration is not just that you're not guilty, because that's like the when the jury says that they don't think you're guilty, but an exoneration is that you are innocent. Like they are going to
Mm-hmm.
clear your record, your name. You are completely vindicated, right? They are not like
Mm-hmm.
they. There's no shadow of it out. It's a clean slate.
Yep. Yep. So typically people who have been exonerated, you'll find like these people who have been convicted, like they were found guilty until further evidence came that they were like never even there. They didn't
Yep.
do that.
Yep.
And so for this line, they stood by me before my exoneration. So she's like, my friends who are in this underworld with me, these matching scars, back when I was found guilty and crucified, right? They were there and they believed I was innocent. They knew. They knew. Um, and so even before everyone else like realized, oh my God, she was right this whole time, they killed Cassandra first. Um, Even before this,
Mm-hmm.
they knew, they understood. And I love the exoneration, innocent judgment, because those are all like court language, right? So they believed I was innocent, so I'm not here for judgment. She's like, I'm not going to be judge, jury, and executioner here for you,
Mm-hmm.
who is going through something like this, because I know how it all goes down, right? I understand who you are or who you may be or who you could potentially be if someone didn't immediately like throw you to the fire. Um, so I'm not here for judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Um, and then so if you can't be good, if no one's gonna see you as a good person, if that public isn't gonna love you, then just be better at being bad.
Yep.
Like that's
You
it
can't
is what it is.
be better at it. Um, Everyone's got bodies in the attic is so literally this whole like following part of she's like, look, everyone's done it. They got body, like they've got their secrets. They've
Yep.
literally stolen somebody else's man. Who cares? Who
Yep.
cares?
Yep.
we'll take you by the hand.
Yeah.
And look, if you're gonna do it, just don't get caught. Since you're gonna,
Yeah. Yeah.
you'll
Just don't get
learn the
caught. Like,
art.
yeah. And and I think it's also very funny, right? You'll learn the art
Yeah.
of never getting caught is hilarious.
Yep. But again, she's like, and it's also like she's like being glib as well. She's like, look, so what? You stole someone's man. We don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I think it's
Very
okay for
Florida
women
right
to cheat.
there.
Exactly. It's fine if you're a woman. You can cheat. I think. I think you can have cheating as a treat. You know. Um. But yeah, she's like, there's an art to this. You have to understand. Like, there's an art. And then we have this denouement of the song, if you will, and it's basically a repetition of the chorus. But Hannah, what's the change?
I salute you if you're much too much to handle. That's one.
Yep.
And then after the like my whiskey sour, I like it, and poison thorny flowers, I love it, which are hilarious. What ad libs,
I
additions, whatever.
I love it.
It's
I
you.
do.
It's so funny. I know she was giggling, and then it
You have
turns.
to envision her throwing her arms out. Like, I like it. I love it. Like, yes, more, more.
Can't you see my infamy loves company? Now they've broken you like they've broken me. And this line is my favorite. But a
Hmm.
shattered glass is a lot more sharp. And now you know exactly who your friends are. You know
You
who
know
we
who
are.
we are.
We're the ones with matching scars.
I love, but a shattered glass is a lot more sharp because grammatically it's wrong. Like, this is where we get a diction thing.
Yeah.
You would say shattered glass is sharper,
Yep.
but for like the rhythm, and also literally Taylor is doing something wrong because it feels better.
Grammatically wrong.
Exactly. Listen, I like Taylor canceled grammatically. She's doing it wrong because it fits the song. Just like literally the context of the song. If you can't be good, then just be better at it. Like, if you can't be grammatically correct, then at least make it sound nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Shattered glass is a lot more sharp.
Yeah. Also, the I salute you if you're much too much to handle reminds me of that scene from Ginny and Georgia that people always make
Yeah.
that gif of that girl like saluting the other girl then walking away. And I love that image because it's also a show that Taylor herself was like really upset at how and well the Swifties first were very upset at how they portrayed Taylor like in the show.
Mhm.
And so to me it's just I wonder if she's seen the gif and thinks it's funny.
Yeah, and also like actually that's fun you bring that up because Taylor was like, "Why would you make this misogynistic joke about me? Like like what?" And she got jumped for not wanting to be called a whore. And so now she's like, "You know what? Fine.
Yeah.
I'm much too much to handle. It's okay. I
Yeah.
salute you if you're much too much to handle." Like, there's a thing like women who are too much. You're not allowed to be too much, right? It's
Yeah.
low key. This song will be on the Barbie soundtrack in in spirit. This song is the Barbie movie. The Because there's that whole part of the Barbie movie where America Ferrera's character is talking about like a woman has to be this but not this,
Yeah.
and there's so many, like, a
The
heap of
Feminism 101
contradictions.
speech.
Yeah, it's feminism 101. It's like baby's first feminism, and I think that is fine. Like, obviously, like, it's like, okay, this is really on the nose, and canceled is on the nose. Like, I think there's something to be said for things being on the nose.
Yeah.
I love the my infamy loves
I was
company.
waiting for you to get to that.
What does infamy mean, Hannah?
Well, so infamy is so it's like a fame. It's a type of fame, but it's a fame that is more negative,
Yep.
like like what are those like? Oh, like an outlaw, right? Is
Yep.
infamous.
Yep.
Um, and this is a Taylorism because the actual idiom is misery loves company, which is this idea
Mhm.
that people who are sad want to make everyone else around them also sad, either by giving them their
Mhm.
burdens or just bringing down the room, like you know.
Mhm.
But here she's like, no, I'm not miserable. I just if like my cancellationness loves company, like just join in, right? Like you're
Yep.
all gonna get you're all next. Like you think they're not gonna turn on you
Mm.
too? Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
bring it and hang out with me
And
until it does, or once it
exact
does.
exactly. And she the They've broken you like they've broken me. Like she's literally like they're gonna tear you apart just like me. But look, you're going to be smarter because of this. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna watch your step. You're gonna know who to trust. And you're also like you are gonna like it's not just the fact like perhaps the breaking isn't always negative. Like sometimes you do need to learn.
Yeah.
So she's like, and you will be you're gonna be smarter because of this. Like they told you, like obviously no one wants to do go through their growing pains on a national level or have be called out on such a like an extreme level. But
Yeah.
sometimes you need someone to be like, hey, what the heck are you talking about? So you can be sharper and you can be smarter. Um,
I will say
and I
I don't
think
think most
yeah,
people need to be called out on a national
like
level.
not on a national level, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
to have a hand to correct you is different than have someone who like purposely wants to break you. But if you've been broken, like you have thusly been corrected. Like you can do something with that. She's like, you can be sharp around the edges. Like it never should have happened, but now you're sharper. Um, and you can glitter, you know? And she's like, and you know who your friends are. They're like us who have also been shattered and broken and dumped.
Yep. Yep. What a
um,
song. I
yeah,
will say it's still not my favorite, but the more
it doesn't need to be.
when I'm in the mood, it does hit. There are some of her performance lines are phenomenal. Beware the wrath of mass crusaders is just so fun. Um,
Good thing I like exquisite. Cancel.
I
Listen, you gotta get in. Like you just
also have you
when
heard
you're in the mood.
the theory that Taylor Swift writes songs so that the search engine optimization will bring up her songs and not other like things like so when you type
Oh
Taylor
my
Swift
god,
canceled, you don't see Taylor Swift canceled anymore. You see Taylor Swift canceled song lyrics.
I'm not so sure how much I buy into that,
I
but
don't, but I think it's very funny that if you do
it's
search up
funny.
Taylor Swift canceled, it'll now be this song. It's,
Yep,
it's
yep,
actually romantic.
yeah, exactly. No, I mean it is funny. Um, yeah, yeah, I do think like this is a song you need to be in a mood for. You need to be. I think for those of you who do not get this song, what I want you to do. This is your homework. Put on the karaoke version of this song and grab a mic. And if you have a cape or if you have like a blanket, tie it around your shoulders and just put on a performance and you'll understand. You can tell she was in the booth having such a time. Like she was having fun. And all you gotta do is sing the never getting caught. And then look, it'll click in that moment.
Okay, so does that mean our microphone or not a microphone, our emoji should be like a microphone or some kind of singer emoji?
Yeah. Yeah, or like a stage. Is there a theater emoji?
Ooh, I know they have
There's
like
a theater masks.
they have the theater masks. Okay, yeah, the theater masks sounds
Give us something from the theatra,
or
if
a
you will.
microphone, something like that. Um, yeah, this is so fun. And before we end, the Taylor Swift Eras documentary will be dropping in just a few hours. Well,
Yep.
depending on when you guys get this, will have likely dropped because also so sorry I keep uploading the wrong episode. My B, I swear I will get it right the first time this time. Exquisite is so nice though; she's never mad at me.
We
But
like our Hannah canceled, if you will.
that is how I will get canceled for real. But yeah, we, like we said before, we're not sure how this is going to work and if we're going to take a break or have an extra episode to talk about the Eras Tour documentaries. But just please be flexible. We'll be around. You can check our social media, especially on Twitter and Instagram, for updates. I have been updating our Instagram based on our social media interns' Twitter posts, so I have been a little bit better there. So, yeah, stay tuned. We hope you enjoy the episodes. Exquisite's GoFundMe is also still going, so if you would like to support there or via the Ko-Fi, we are getting close to the goal, so we're almost there. So please keep supporting. And any other updates, Exquisite?
um, no, I can't think of any
What
at the moment.
What's the next song? So we can give the people a
Our
little
next
teaser.
song is
Oh my
Honey.
gosh, I love that
If
song so.
anyone calls me honey.
The connections between Honey and so many other Taylor Swift songs. We're going
We're
to have
gonna
a
get into
blast. Oh, we're
it.
going to
We're
get
gonna get
into
into
it.
it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Well, thank you guys for not canceling us and for subscribing, following, liking, commenting, etc., etc. We love you, and we will see you guys very soon. Bye.
Bye.